Hello everyone, today I'll be doing my tier list of starter Pokemon, and yeah, I guess this does not include Sword and Shield, which is good because I have not played it so far. And yeah, I'll get started. I guess as a disclaimer, it is just my opinion. Feel free to leave yours in the comments, and as well, I guess just the backstory is that ever since starting playing Pokemon in like Gen 2, I basically chose the water starter every time because like I guess blue is one of my favorite colors, and I don't know, water type seems like the best type. So for most of my games, I chose the water type as a starter. So that might have some bias. Let's start. Decidueye. I have not cho I played X and Y, and I used Sun and Moon. Yes, the Sun and Moon. Decidueye Spirit Shackle seems pretty good, I think. It's a pretty cool concept. Ghost and grass. There's a lot of weaknesses, but to me, it's a pretty cool Pokemon, so I put it as a B. Incineroar, I think I used this for Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. Yeah, I used it for Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. It's a very solid Pokemon. I think a Fake Out. It has like Darkness Lariat. Very solid like fighting fire type, but I'm not a big fan of like how it's. I don't think it's the fastest, and it's a C tier overall. Like as great as it is competitively, and it was like with me for Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon. Overall, I'm just not like I'm not a big fan of the concept overall. It's like the Fire Tiger, it's like for me, I don't really like it too much. Primarina, I put in the B tier. Like it's a solid water type, but it's not like a quote unquote cool water type. Like I guess for Alligator, it's like kind of more like a graceful Pokemon. Like it's water and poison, so I guess there's some good positives against like grass types. But yeah, it's solid sparkling aria. Water Fairy, it's really good against Dragon, but I don't know. I used it for. I chose. Um, yeah, I had Primarina for X and Y. It worked really well, but it's just not one of my favorites. Meganium, I used it a few times during my different playthroughs of like Hard Gold, Soul Silver, but I'm still putting it in a C tier. It's still pretty cool. And it's like slow. It's not that useful for like a few gyms, the first two gyms in Gen 2, but still nice. Typhlosion I put in the A tier, and for Alligator in the S tier. Actually, during Gen 2, like my cousin traded over a Cyndaquil egg, so I actually ended up using like for Alligator and Typhlosion throughout my entire playthrough, like Hard Gold, Soul Silver, which is really fun. Overall, I like for Alligator a lot, like Ice Fang, good coverage move, Crunch, and can learn like Surf, Waterfall, Whirlpool, which like three really useful HMs, like but which could be useful depending on the situation. Typhlosion is nice. I remember I used it against. It was my main Pokemon against Miltank for Whitney, but yeah, it's really solid. But I like Feraligatr more. It's like kind of like a dragonish kind of thing. Sceptile, put in a D tier. Like it's a bit cool. Its Mega Evolution is like Dragon type as well, but I don't know. All I think about Sceptile is Leaf Blade, and that's pretty much it. Blaziken, I'm gonna put in the A tier as well. It's a really cool Pokemon. I remember getting an Event Torchic for the Event Torchic for Mega Blaziken for X and Y. So basically, yeah, it was really cool. Like having like speed boosts basically every time during battles. I had just protect first turn, then get the speed boost and outspeed everyone. It was really useful. In Gen 3, um, I chose Mudkip Gen 3, so can't really say anything about that. But Blaziken's really cool and nice. I put Swampert in the A tier as well. It's a very solid Pokemon. It only has like two weaknesses, and yeah, it could cover only one weakness. It covers electric types very well. Um, yeah, not much to say about it. It's just I really like it as a water type. Use it for um, Omega Ruby, Alpha Sapphire. Use it for that. Really fun. The Mega Evolution is nice, and yeah, Torterra I'm putting in a C tier. It's kind of cool. It's like a tortoise tree on it, but man, it's I don't know. I don't personally. I'm not a big fan of it. And kind of like Meganium, it's meh. Infernape, I'm putting it in the B tier and then Empoleon as well. Like overall, Gen 4 starters were decent. Not the best, I guess, but um, like Infernape is pretty cool, but it's better firefighting, and I like Blaziken a lot more. Like Infernape is nice. It knows like all the punching moves, I guess. Mach Punch. Um, and Empoleon's pretty cool. It's a penguin, but it's not super duper cool. It's Steel type, not super special or anything about that. So yeah. Venusaur, putting the B tier. It's a pretty cool Pokemon. Um, it's one of the OGs, of course. Grass Poison, but overall it's meh. I still like it though. I like its design. It like Bulbasaur, Ivysaur. It's fun, and yeah. Superior C tier. All I think of Superior is basically contrary Leaf Storm Superior, but aside from that, it's like okay. It's mostly defensive Pokemon, but Grass type has a lot of weaknesses. So it wasn't that good. I think I chose it once overall during my many playthroughs of like Gen 5, but overall it's meh. So is Emboar. For me, it's meh. It's like a really tanky offensive fire type for Gen 5. Another firefighting, but yeah, I don't. As you can see, it gets worse and worse as from Gen 3, 4, 5. I don't know. It's a bit cool that it's like pretty tanky, but high HP, but I don't know. I'm not a big fan of it. Samurott, I'm putting in the B tier. Like I would put it above Empoleon for sure, but and I like its Mega Horn. That's one of the moves I remember first using on Samurott. Knows a bunch of water HMs which are useful for the games. I don't know. I chose it for Black and Black 2, White 2 when I first started playing them. So yeah, there's some throwback aspect to that. But overall, it's some meh choice, but I like it more than these two. That's why I chose it first. Chestnut, I like its concept, like spiky shield and grass fighting. It's kind of like an Emboar in a sense because it's like a bit tanky, but I like its design personally. It looks pretty cool, the spikes and stuff. So yeah, Delphox, I'm actually putting in the B. Like for me, Gen 6 starters are pretty solid overall. Like Delphox is fire and psychic, and yeah, it just like mystical fire and all that kind of stuff. Seems pretty cool. Even though it's designed like it's like a big fox standing on two legs. Personally, I find it much more attractive than these. Greninja has to be S tier. Of course, this is my Gen 6 starter. Yeah, like especially this hidden ability protein, super cool. The Ash Greninja, super cool. I like the water shuriken and all the stuff that Greninja does. It's super cool. It's like a frog, a ninja. Yeah. Charizard, for me, it's between the A or S. It's like I didn't start playing Gen 1, so I didn't have like a super throwback aspect to it. So I guess I'm putting these two in the um A tier. Like Blastoise is super cool. It's two water cannons on its back, on its shell. That's super cool, and I guess kind of throwbackish, and that looks super cool. It's even though it might be the weakest competitively out of like these three, I really like it. It's a really cool concept. So is Charizard, like the OG fire flying, especially its mega evolutions. That's nice. And I chose Charizard in Gen 6 when they gave you a choice of choosing a Gen 1 starter. Yeah, it's super cool. I really like it, but I wouldn't put it like super, super nice like S tier. This might not be like the most professional rating, but just my opinion. Thanks for watching. See you next time.